Today we have Sal Paradise and Dean Moriarty joining us to talk about their journey across the country. Hello, gentlemen.
Hello, Ray.
You guys started your friendship in early 50s in New York. Can you explain your first interaction?
I first met Dean when he came to visit his friend Carlo Marx in New York. He was a very vivacious personality and was bouncing off the walls. I had recently broken up with my wife, and I found joy in seeing Dean's sense of wonder and curiosity. He was a kind of person I had never met before.
I first met Sal in the great state of New York. I'd always liked Carlo, but I kind of felt like Sal was a wet towel. At first, I didn't think Sal was a winner. He seemed very timid and reluctant to take the bull by the horns, but after a while, he opened up and I took a liking to him.
Dean, you famously left New York City and went to New Jersey to live with Sal. Did you really live rent-free, and were you truly trying to learn how to write?
Honestly, I'd lost my funk. I was having trouble winning the battle that is life. Sal graciously opened up his doors to me to learn how to write, and in the beginning I put all the effort I had into it. I eventually found that writing was not in my winning plan, so I stopped taking an interest into it.
Dean lived rent-free for 6 months. He sat on his butt and still managed to distract me from my writing.
Sal, what was your reasoning on going on this massive journey across the country?
Honestly, I was bored and ready to leave my home. My writer's block was hindering my efforts of getting published, and I wanted to get a new experience under my belt.
So, Dean, Sal met you in Denver a couple of months after you left New Jersey. What state was Sal in mentally?
Boy, oh boy, I was hoping you would ask that question. Sal was in the best mood of his life. He was enthusiastic and ready to take life on head first. I explained to him my situation about having several mistresses, and he didn't even care. God, it was great times.
Sal, what do you think about Dean's situation with the ladies?
Honestly, I was fine with it at first, but eventually it got to me. I was having trouble getting women, and Dean had 2 women hanging on his coattail. Dean even talked about having me sleep with one of them. He almost seemed like he was trying to ruin our friendship.
Sal, you have been lucky to sleep with Mary Lou. I wasn't trying to ruin our friendship. I was just making sure that Mary Lou would stay loyal to me.
Sal, you completed your first journey across the U.S., and you were back in New Jersey dating a nice young lady and enrolling in college. Dean came around to give you another opportunity on the road, and you jumped at it. Why so?
Honestly, I needed excitement in my life. Ending up in New Jersey writing would have been too easy for me. I believe the writer needs spice in his life and a unique journey to draw experiences from.
So how did you guys end up in Mexico on the second journey?
Sal decided that he needed to get out of the country to improve his writing. I decided to join him because I needed to continue winning, and what better way to get the winning spirit than to go to Mexico? Oh, Mexico, the land of opportunity and women. God, I love Mexico, the beach, the women, and of course, other things I can't mention on this fine program.
Dean, the only reason you joined me on the journey to Mexico is because you needed divorce papers. If you wouldn't be so flirtatious all the time, things would go a lot smoother.
Explain to me your guys' relationship with Victor.
Oh, Victor. Victor was a cool cat. He hooked us up with some trees and some fine young women. Victor embodies the true Mexican spirit. He's extremely friendly, and he knows how to have a good time.
Victor was the most mysterious man I'd ever met. Half of me felt like he wanted to be my best friend, and half of me thought I was going to be robbed by him at gunpoint.
All right, one final question. How is your guys' relationship holding up after 2 full journeys across the U.S. together?
Me and Sal have become lifelong friends. We are inseparable and would do anything for each other.
I have been through a lot with Dean. I would certainly not want to go across the country with him again, but if we were both settled down, I could see us continuing to be lifelong friends.